Hey, everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking a budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our interviews on the YouTube channel at the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube. You can also download and listen to our audio version on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and also watch the audio interview on YouTube as well. The Mike Wagner Show, take us with you wherever you go on any mobile device. We're here back once again for some wonderful father and son duo from deep in the heart of Texas. We had them on earlier, and they're going to give us an update on some great projects. And, of course, we have a wonderful up-and-coming director who's way, way younger than myself here. So, and of course, maybe younger than my kids, and father-son duo. And I've been wanting to have them on for quite some time, just give them an update on some of the projects and some awards that they've taken home. But first, we're going to hit once again some of the backgrounds, how they got there, and presenting now the Rocky and Bullwinkle of Texas Hollywood making. Welcome back, Corey and Austin Foxx. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us, and glad to have you on again.
Oh, we're glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, thank you a lot.
Now we get to see you guys working together, so that's a good thing. So Corey, you've been in the business for a while. You appeared in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. You've been in Amherst, and you also been in a couple other ones as well too. In Austin, you got into the directing bug. You directed Mom, and you also directed quite a couple others. But first of all, Corey, let's tell us once again how you got started.
I started right after I got out of the Army and stuff, and I moved to California and just wanted to get into acting. So I basically did what most people do. I got opened up the Yellow Pages, found an agent, contacted them, and said, "Hey, I want to be an actor." And they're like, "Sure, come on in," and stuff. So I came on in, and they took 500 from me, took some really terrible headshots, and never got me anything. So I had to go out and find my own work. So I actually signed up for Central Casting, which is who all the major studios use for their for the background and extras and feature extras and stuff like that in major motion pictures. And that's how I got into being in the Rocky and Bullwinkle and in the Majestic. I was a French student in Rocky and Bullwinkle, and I played a photojournalist or photographer in the Majestic. I kind of got into that, but I kind of really got interested in watching the behind-the-scenes stuff that was going on. So I kind of got into doing producing and started a film production company with a buddy of mine in Huntington Beach called Lifeline Entertainment. And we made some of our own movies, like you mentioned. We made Amherst. We made a movie called Return to Innocence. We did a really good documentary called Almost Beautiful. And we did a movie that we actually sold to Universal called Hallowed.
Nice. That is very nice. And what did you do in Adventures of the Rocky and Bullwinkle? I can imagine say, hey, Rocky, why should Paul rabbit on my hat?
Well, like I said, I played a French student, but I guess the highlight of it is that Jason Alexander got to sit on my back for 3 hours while we shot a scene where he fell off of a water tower and landed on a group of French students. And I was the one that looked closest to the dummy that didn't look like a dummy. So they asked me, instead of the dummy he was supposed to sit on, they asked me, "Hey, do you mind if he straddles your back, while we shoot this scene?" And I'm like, "I don't care, whatever it takes." So there's quite a few takes they would take, and he would bounce on my back, and then a laptop would hit him on top of the head, and then it'd fall over and land on top of me. And they probably did that take about a good 12 times.
Oh, my goodness. You must have got a headache from all that. And you're probably telling Austin, don't drop laptops on my head or you'll be grounded.
Actually, it was a really light laptop. It really was. It was it looked real, but it was kind of made of styrofoam and stuff like that. So it wasn't too bad.
Okay, I thought it might have been like a Chromebook, an iPad, or something like that. So I thought it might have been it. So. And of course,
yeah, that probably would have been a little bit uncomfortable.
And costly too, especially when you go to emergency room, like the Three Stooges. You know, they actually get poked in the eyes, hit in the head, and everything. Go to the emergency room afterwards and everything. So yeah, I think they'd be look like I got hit in the head by a laptop. So, so you got all that, and of course, also we're in the movie as well, Amherst, and you can also just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Amherst is actually a suspense thriller that we actually filmed up in Big Bear in California. We rented a cabin up there for about 2 weeks, and that was a really fun shoot. We had some really good actors and stuff on that. I actually played a deputy sheriff on there, and we were investigating some mysterious murders and a disappearance of a person. It's a really cool twist and stuff like that. You can actually get that movie still, I think, on Amazon. And it's also, I think it's streaming on Amazon Prime still. So that was a pretty fun movie to make and be in.
It sounds like you have fun with those two movies. Also, the Majestic, you're in that too, and that's also on Amazon. Maybe a little bit about that too. It's just like, you know, and I'm sure Austin's heard a number of times, but do this for the audience. We love it.
Well, actually, it was really cool. I actually had lines with Jim Carrey. Unfortunately, that scene didn't make it, but it was when he's coming out of the courtroom after the hearing and stuff, and he comes out, and I turn to him, and I reporter and stuff, and I go, "Do you miss Mother Russia?" And then, he looks at me and shoots me a look and says something to me, and then, goes down the steps. Well, that scene got cut, so the only time you see me in that whole movie is when he goes down the steps, he gets into this car and goes to drive off, and you see a guy with a camera that bends down and goes click, like that, and the camera goes off. Well, that's me. So that's my claim to fame for Majestic.
I'm sure you would have been a good photographer, and I would love to take pictures for me as well, too. So,
oh, these are the old, 1940, where the big cameras, the big flash bulbs on it. We had to change out the bulbs and stuff in it. They were really pretty cool cameras.
Mm-hmm. And of course, like the ones in the old days, like the 20s, 30s, 40s or something. And I'm sure if you try to find one, they're pretty expensive too. And of course, the bulbs are probably pretty expensive. But I guess the question is, it's like, who knows how to operate those really big cameras these days? So.
Oh, yeah. And it was funny because I actually knew how to operate that camera because I worked the exact same kind of camera at Six Flags for those old-timey photo studios you used to go to I think it's called Ashley's Photo Studios. Uh-huh. I was actually one of the photographers of that for Six Flags in Dallas, Fort Worth here.
Wow. Okay. That is something. And of course, all the enthusiasm has been transferred to your son, Austin. We'll get to Austin in just a minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also watch our videos on the YouTube channel at the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube. You can also catch us as well. You can also download and listen to our audio version on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the audio version on YouTube as well. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Anywhere you go, just take the Mike Wagner Show with you. We're here with the father-son duo of Corey and Austin Foxx from deep in the heart of Texas. We had Corey talk about, his Hollywood career and how he got started in a great way. And, of course, all his skills has passed down to Austin, who's getting started at a pretty good age. So, Austin, you've directed some films like 3 Aprils in March, Eli, and your most recent one, Mama, has gotten very critical acclaim. Before we talk about those movies, tell us how you got started. Now, Dad, let him talk.
Well, how I got into this was actually about when I was 10 years old. I had been seeing all these people on TV, and I thought that I wanted to do that. So I asked my dad, knowing that he had experience in the business, and we ended up getting to lessons at Barbizon, where after doing lessons there for a few months, I entered one of their annual competitions where I had to do a monologue and commercial and a few other little acts where I would get callbacks from agents. Well, I ended up getting second place in my division.
Nice.
And getting 32 callbacks from agents, where, after doing some meetings and stuff, I found my current agent, Don and George Landrum.
That is amazing. 32 callbacks at such an age like yours. And how many of those have actually transformed into actual roles, or like in modeling or photo shoots or anything like that? What has transformed into out of the 32 callbacks?
Well, with all those 30 callbacks, you just meet with all those agents and see which one you think would work best for you. And that's how I got with Don and George. They're the ones I thought would work best for me. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't really like you meet with all of them can you work. It was just you meet with them and you pick and you meet with some of them. And
yeah, for a switch, he got to interview the agents and stuff. That's basically what happened.
Okay, I got you on there too. So, you've been a few as well too, but you also somehow transitioned into directing. So tell us about the transition from going into acting and directing, and what moment influenced you and decided to become a director.
Well, actually, like you said earlier, how I directed mobile projects. Well, I've actually only directed one, which is Mom. The others I was in, like I was an actor, and I didn't actually direct them, just like you did. But with Mom, how I got into that was I just felt like to try something different. How it necessarily came about, how I got the idea for Mom, was a conversation me and my dad had while listening to the radio. It was about what's happening at the border and how these families are being separated. And we were just thinking about, what if we wrote a movie about this? What could happen if we do that? And I directed it and wrote it at such a young age. So that's what we ended up doing. I got like an outline of the movie, wrote the script in about 2 weeks, and that's kind of how it started.
Nice. And how much input did you get from your dad in this movie?
Well, he was the producer in the movie. He helped me with a few of the script things, like adding some ideas, maybe writing some things in of its own.
Trying to write myself in.
Yeah, try. We had wonderful production meetings. We had a lot in the script, and we had to cut some things from it. And one of the scenes which he wrote in was when he was in, where he was a bill collector. So, at that production meeting, we ended up having to cut his scene from the movie to save time.
Oh,
in other words, we fired him.
Yeah, basically I was fired by my own kid.
That's because you were the bill collector. That's why it's like bill collectors always get cut. You have to say that, and hopefully you don't have to face those. And of course, you also had the movie starring Tristan Riggs as well too. And just tell us a little bit about him and how he got the parts.
Well, actually, we found a casting director. Her name's Katrina Cook, and she helped us with submitting casting calls to different websites and getting us the auditions and people we need to get this project put together. And Tristan Riggs was one of the people that auditioned, along with Kinley Moody and Amanda Joy Erickson, who are also in the movie. And we just found that Tristan and Kinley had the most chemistry with each other, and we thought they would work best together as brother and sister, and we ended up casting them in the movie.
Nice. That's very nice. And of course, the movie later got released, and from what I understand that you're up for an award as well, too, in the movie. Tell us all about that. And Dad, you can feel free to chime in.
Well, I want to chime in about the casting real quick because the funny thing is I had two young kids that I really liked to play the role that Tristan and Kinley played, and Austin really liked Tristan and Kinley. So we did a callback, and Austin hit it on hit the hammer on the head here because they had such great chemistry, Tristan and Kinley, when they did their callback audition live over Skype with us. So Austin also, again, rubs that in that he is the one that wanted those two, and they worked out really great.
What he's trying to say is, once again, I was right and he was wrong.
Now, guys. You have to save that for later. All right. Okay, we'll talk about some of your future projects and maybe some influences. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Looking for a professional website without breaking a budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also, catch the Mike Wagner Show on video on the YouTube channel at the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube. You can also download and listen to our audio version on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and also watch the audio version on YouTube as well. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device wherever you go. We're here with the father and son duo from deep in the heart of Texas, Carrey and Austin Foxx, and talking about how they got started, and Austin with his directing debut in Mom, which is garnered some quite recognition and a few awards as well too. And we'll just talk about that, and before getting to some other things, what are some upcoming projects that you guys currently have planned right now, or what do you have in the works?
Oh, we actually have a feature film that we're kind of working on. We can't talk too much about it, but we're hoping that maybe this will be Austin's first feature film that he'll be able to write and direct. He actually has a project that just came out on YouTube called Lovesick that he actually had a role in. You can actually go to his Austin Foxx Facebook page and see the link to that. Let's see, what else do I got coming out? I've got like a couple of projects coming out in the near future. One's called Assassination 33 AD, which is right now in post-production that I had a role in. And there's a really funny short that is on YouTube that I'm in as well. It's called Mistaken Identity. I had one of the leading roles in that as well. And you can actually find the link on that on my Facebook page as well. But as for actually Mom, we have just finished wrapping that up in the post-production phase. It's going through colorization. But like you said, it has won a couple of awards for the script that Austin wrote from the Los Angeles International Screenplay Competition, as well as an official selection for Best Short Script at the Austin Micro Film Festival, Short Film Festival, which is going to be, that's in September. That's going on, I think.
About, yeah.
And we're also submitting it to several film festivals as well that we're hoping to start hearing from here pretty soon.
That is very nice. Looks like you guys got off to a great start, and we're looking forward to more of your work as well, too. I saw some clips of it and some of your work. You guys are doing really great at it. And, of course, you guys have this great chemistry working together. Although, Austin, you did cut your dad from that bill collector scene. And I hate to say, Corey, you weren't meant to be a bill collector. Man, that's why I got fired.
It's just, unfortunately, through some productions, you have to cut scenes. We actually had to cut quite a few scenes just to bring it down to where it would be originally. It's about a 30-minute short now. It's about 31 minutes long. And that's kind of long for a short, but it still falls within the parameters that we want it to meet so that it would be, it could qualify. If it makes it to one of these festivals and wins an award, we've been submitted it to Academy qualifying film festivals. And if it wins there, then it can be nominated for an Academy Award. And that's our main goal for Mom is to, for a 12-year-old writer-director to be nominated for an Academy Award in a, live-action short it's just unheard of, and that would be a really good thing to happen.
Now, if he were to win that award, would he be like the youngest in history, or would it be like somewhere another 12 or 13-year-old? He would be in that category. So.
In that category, he would be the youngest in history. I know Tatum O'Neal won her first Academy Award, I think, at the age of 11 for Best Supporting Actress, if I remember correctly. So, but for winning as a producer, writer for a short film, he would be the youngest.
He would be the youngest. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at, and I was trying to remember who was the youngest to do so. We can get to that later as well, too. And, of course, you guys drew some great inspirations through, filmmaking and everything. Who are some of your favorite actors and actresses growing up in terms of, being on stage, being on TV, or being in movies, directing and everything? So who would you say your favorites were and your biggest influences? So both of you can jump in.
That's kind of a hard question, although I have to say some of my favorites would be Sadie Sink, as I got to meet her on Eli, which is one of the projects I did, and she's a very great actress. She's a very great actress, and I saw her in Stranger Things, and I thought she did a really great job. And probably one of my other ones would be Amanda Joy Erickson. I learned a lot from her on Mom. She played the mom in my movie, Mom. And I learned quite a lot from her about the way she did her acting, and I just took a lot of notes from it. And I have to say those are some of my favorites as inspirations.
That is amazing. So go ahead.
Yeah, there's so many. I like Elizabeth Taylor. She's a great actress and stuff like that. And I actually got to meet her. I got to sit next to her and watch The Birdcage when it was in a theater I was working at in Dallas and stuff like that. And her entourage came in there, and she invited me to sit next to her to watch it. Jim Carrey, from The Majestic, he did such a wonderful job on that, and he is such a good, talented actor. Keanu Reeves, talking about a guy that, a lot of people really didn't like this movie. I thought it was a really good movie. It was Walk Among Clouds that he starred in. He's just a really good across-the-board actor. I mean, he can do action, he can do drama, he can even do comedy and stuff. So he's a really good inspiration.
That is amazing. And of course, you drew a lot of it as well, too. And, with all your projects you've been in, what do you guys consider your most favorite projects and the most challenging you guys have done? It can be individual or both.
Well, I can definitely say one of my favorites and most challenging was the part I got in Eli, which is probably my second overall project, but my first one I got from my agent. What Eli is a Paramount Motion Picture that I got to do, and I played a ghost in. It is a horror film, as you can tell by me playing ghost. But the thing about it is I didn't have any speaking lines. I just had to do actions, and me being relatively just stepping into acting, it was kind of challenging having to do all those actions with no lines to go with them.
The different facial expressions and stuff that he had to do. They actually flew in to teach there was 3 kids that played Ghost in that movie, and they had to fly in a gentleman, Terry was his name, to teach them how to be Ghost. So they went through Ghost class on the set of Eli.
Ghost class.
Yeah, very.
Professional ghost here.
Oh, I was going to say, I was thinking of Casper the Friendly Ghost at first, or Ghostbusters, like that, the big marshmallow guy, like, stay off the marshmallow man, I've been slimed.
True, I remember. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever seen. Have you seen Ghostbusters? Okay, all right, just want to make sure.
Of course I have.
He has seen it? How many times has he seen it?
I'd say probably once, although it was a long show.
Well, you know something? Do yourselves a favor. Go watch it tonight again.
There you go.
And I'm sure that's probably the most.
Coming out with a third one now that is going to have primary kids starring in it, so that's going to be interesting to see.
Unmarried kids?
No, the next Ghostbusters is going to have kids as the lead in it. So.
Oh wow, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen
that's going to be interesting.
The second one, yes, it's like I hope Bill Murray is still in this one. That's all I could say. I just love Bill Murray. I don't know why. Of course, he's from Chicago as well, too.
Didn't he jump out a window?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that again, please?
I was going to say, didn't they kill him in the second one? Didn't he jump out a window or something?
You're saying spoilers here. That's not cool.
It is, because it was a long time ago.
Spoil the stuff.
And, of course, I still remember the ambulance as well, too. What was it, like a hearse and an ambulance? 1960 Cadillac? Oh, my goodness. I can still picture it every time I see it. So.
Yeah, there's a guy here in Dallas that makes the replicas of those and sells them. I think it was a 65, 66 Hertz Cadillac. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 1960 for some reason. Maybe I was thinking of something else. And with all the projects you've done as well, too, what do you guys consider your most memorable moment? Either working together or separately.
Well, my most memorable moment, I would have to say, would be on the Rocky and Bullwinkle. I was sitting there, and they were in this chair watching them set up all these pies for a scene where they were going to be throwing pies, and Bullwinkle's supposed to open his mouth and catch them in his mouth when these chefs are throwing these real Marie Calendar pies that they were unboxing, setting on this table to throw at Bullwinkle. And all of a sudden I get this tap on my shoulder, and I hear this really soft voice that says, "Excuse me, I think you're in my chair." And I'm like, look around, and it's Renee Russo. I just look at her, and I go, "Oh, I am so sorry, man." But, I got up and I turned around and I just looked at her and I just clamored. I go, "I loved you in Tin Cup." And she just looked at me and smiled. "Oh, that's so sweet of you." And then, of course, then a PA comes, grabs me, scoots me along. And I just thought, you finally get to meet the beautiful Renee Russo and you tell her you loved her in Tin Cup. The most embarrassing moment in my life, but wonderful at the same time.
I can imagine that, too. It's just being polite and being, you're right, awkward situation, making the most of it, but that was a good thing you did. And Austin, just tell us your most memorable moment.
Well, I know I have one, but I just forgot it, but here's one I do remember. On the set of Eli, when I actually came there for the first time, everyone thought I was Charlie, who is the lead in the movie Eli. He plays the main character. So everyone keeps calling me Charlie, when in reality, I'm not him. So it just ends up getting a lot confused, and I just thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny because at first he corrected him and goes, "Oh, no, I'm a," but about the 12th time he was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you."
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Oh, that's amazing. Very memorable indeed, too. And who do you guys consider biggest influences in your career?
You're just waiting for me to shout you out. Well, I would definitely say it's my dad, because he's the one that really got me into this and helped me out. And he's the one who had all this experience to pass on to me, and he kind of helped me want to get into acting. So I'd have to say it would be him.
That is amazing. And Corey, your biggest influence?
Well, I am going to have to go with Shannon Williams, and no one knows who she is because she is a cute little freshman that I was so in love with, and the only way she would go out with me was if I took and joined the theater club in high school.
Uh-huh.
And I said, okay, I will do that. And then Miss Thompson, my theater teacher, was really also inspirational into really developing me and showing me how acting works, how stage work works and stuff. And I just fell in love with it and stuff. And I had to take a break from it for about 4 years when I was in the Army and stuff. And then when I got out of it, that's when I made the decision, man, I'm really going to go and do it. So, yeah, I would have to say that those would be my two main influences were.
Those are amazing as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point? So let's start with Austin.
The best advice I can give anyone at this point, which I have said before in some interviews, that is, go out and do what you want to do. If you are about my age and you have something planned and something you're really eager to do, really into, like it's your passion, go out and do it. Don't wait. You don't have to wait until you're old enough to, like many others will tell you. You can just go out and do it. Accomplish what you want to do.
Very good.
I like that answer. That is really impressive. And Corey, what's the best advice you can give?
Well, I'm just gonna feed off him, and I'm gonna say, study what you want to do. Kids nowadays have such great resources that you and I didn't have when we were kids. They have YouTube, they have Amazon, Kindle. They have all these great resources where they can look up videos and find out, hey, if I want to make a boat, yeah, exactly. They can look on their phones, look on TV, and say, hey, I want to make a boat. You can type up how to make a boat on YouTube, and it'll show you. It'll show you how to be an actor. How do you set up a scene? It shows you all that. You can learn it. And Nike has a really good saying is just do it. Go out and do it. The only limitations you have is your mind. If you can think it, you can do it.
That is so true and very amazing. And guys, just want to say thank you very much for your time. It's great to be have you guys back on. Looking forward to having you on again soon. And before we depart here, when you guys are very busy, tell us about once again your upcoming projects. What's the website, and how can people contact you, and how can they get access to your movies?
Well, if you want to keep in touch with us, see what projects we're doing, you can find us on our Facebook pages. I'm Austin Foxx. He's Corey Fox. And I actually have an Instagram, Austin Fox 11, if you want to check that out, see where I'm at, see some of the events I'm doing. And if you want to help donate, help to post-production of Mom, help get it going and help get it truly to its greatness, we actually have a GoFundMe campaign you can go to at austinfox.com with 2 X's, so you don't have to type in that incredibly long GoFundMe link. We got that set up. So austinfox.com with 2 X's. You can go to that, help donate to Mom.
Yep. And, like I said, we're on IMDb. If you just look us up, you can find us on IMDb, as well as like Facebook. And then Mom also has at Mom Movie 2019 is the Instagram and Twitter. That's pretty much it. We're all over the internet. So.
About upcoming projects, as we said, once again, about upcoming projects, as we said, you can look on YouTube and type in Lovesick by Amanda Lee, and you will find that short film on YouTube, which you can check out, which is something I was in, along with this girl named Mile Delgado, who actually helped with some of the music in Mom. So you can check that out. Cool. Yeah, that's about it.
That is amazing. Guys, just want to say it's great to have you back on again. Thank you once again for your time. You guys are very impressive, and we'll look forward to have you on again soon. And do us a favor, keep us updated to what's going on as well.
Sure thing.
We will. Thank you for having us, Mike. We really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Mike Wagner signing off on the Mike Wagner Show, saying thanks for watching, and don't forget to catch us on the YouTube channel. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.